is Crystal Foreman. I'm the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health. If you can hear me okay, please say hello and let me know you're here, and we'll get started. So I do have in the description, we are doing a Southwestern Tofu Scramble and an easy pancake recipe. So if you don't know me, I am the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health. Holistic Wellness and Health makes healthy living easy, nutritious, delicious, and fun with a focus on plant-based foods to help you live a healthier and more vibrant life. So we're going to go and get started. We have our beautiful ingredients here. So this recipe has a lot of flavors that would be popular in the Southwestern dish. We have our white onions and green onions, some bell pepper, some diced tomatoes, garlic, our spices here, some onions, and black beans. So I've already started draining our tofu here. So I'm doubling the recipe that's online. It's actually, you can find the recipe at Holistic-Wellness and Health and go to the blog section and you'll see both recipes. They were posted a few hours ago. So this is tofu. It looks basically like a block of cheese. Basically what it is the curds from soy milk. So basically it's made the same way cheese is made. So we have these beautiful, it comes in different textures. This is firm. They have super soft, silky, and then they have extra firm. This is just regular firm. I got this from the Asian store. They usually come in about 5.5 pounds for about $5 to $6. So you can get a lot of tofu. I'm only using 4 blocks from that. Usually it's about 12 blocks in there if you get it bulk. If you don't get it bulk, usually one this size costs about $1 to $1.50. All right, so get this started. And we're also going to do the pancakes, but give me one moment. So I'm starting with a couple of tablespoons of oil in my pan. Just put in the bottom, letting it get a little hot. And I'm going to add my tomatoes and scallions to this. So this is 1 diced yellow onion and 1 scallion, also known as a green onion. Let that get a little translucent. So I'm going to go in and add my bell pepper. This is 1 bell pepper. I'm using green, but you can use red, yellow, or orange, whatever color you want to use. I like to have different colors in my food. So use whatever you have available. I have this on high heat. I'm just going to let that go until the onions are translucent. So the tofu, when you buy it, it's usually pretty wet. I have what is called a flour sack here. You can use just a clean white cloth, and I pressed it. So I basically just put it on a plate, wrapped it, has a cloth on the bottom, top, and it's had a weight on it. You can use a cast iron pan, some canned goods, whatever, to suppress the water out of the tofu so that your tofu can get more flavor. I'm actually going to start crumbling up the tofu to make it into our scramble. So like this, just literally crumbling it in my fingers. I like tofu because you can get a lot of different textures from it. If I were to freeze this tofu and then thaw it, it would give more of a meaty texture, which is great for like vegan fried tofu. Kind of reminds kids of chicken nuggets. So for people who have children, that's a good fun activity to do with them. Tofu is very high in protein. It's a great protein source. It's also high in phytoestrogen, also known as isoflavones. So some people get concerned, they hear the word estrogen and get concerned about it causing issues for men like breasts or anything like that. But really, the things that cause those types of tissue growth are cow milk and like stuff that has growth hormones in it. So you'll see like children who are getting breast tissue, and that's a myth that the milk industry put out there to scare people from tofu, but it's actually proven that the hormones in the cows, like it's made to make them grow bigger and also make them produce more milk and make their udders bigger. And so some of those chemicals, they don't cook out, and so it gets into people's blood system when they eat it. And so that can cause some hormonal issues. But a lot of people actually eat tofu for menopause, to help with like any perimenopause issues as well as menopause. It's been shown to help tofu for hundreds of years. There's plenty of research going back to China, and they've done a lot of modern research on it just to kind of prove it. So they've done a lot of studies. So this is definitely a healthy way to get your protein. It is all, you want to make sure that whenever you're using anything soybeans, that it is organic, non-GMO, because a lot of the soybeans grown in this country use a lot of pesticides. But pretty much, if you look at any soy product in the United States, whether it's soy milk, soy cheese, or tofu, it'll say organic. So you usually won't have to worry about that. I'm starting to go translucent here. So that's getting nice and translucent. I'm going and just add my crumbles right on into the pan. So this is double what the recipe calls for. The recipe calls for about 14 ounces. So this is close to 2 pounds of tofu here. So this is a great way to cook in bulk, or if you're doing like meal prep for the week, you can make a big batch like I'm making right now, and use it for different dishes after this is made. So I can put this in a burrito, for a breakfast burrito, similar to what you get from like Taco Bell. You can use this as a side dish. You eat it for breakfast, or you can eat it for lunch or dinner. So you eat it like pretty much, this is a well-rounded, you can eat any kind type of dish. A lot of the ingredients we're using are some of the same ingredients you can use in an omelet. So you can use whatever you have. You use seasonal recipes or seasonal vegetables like zucchini. That'll work as well. Yeah, carrots in here. Whatever you want to add. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to go in and add my garlic in. So this is about 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I just don't want it to burn, so get nice and mixed in. Want your tofu to brown just a little bit. And I'm going to add my spices. So we have here turmeric. The turmeric is going to give it a nice yellow flavor or yellow color to give it more of an egg.
Under the light?
Yeah. More of an egg coloring. We have smoked paprika here. That's an optional ingredient. You can use it if you want to. I think it gives it a nice rich flavor. We also have our chili powder. So we have in here 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, ground turmeric, and instead of using cumin, which is optional, I'm using smoked paprika. And then we have black salt. So the pink that you see here, right there, it's like a pink gray. That is actually black salt. I'm known as Tala Namek. So that is a salt that is found in Hawaii. It actually has a sulfur smell and flavor to it, which helps to give it that eggy flavor. So if you're going for more of an egg flavor, you definitely want to use black salt. Black salt looks like black salt until you crush it. So this is what it looks like whole. This is Himalayan black salt, which is similar to the Hawaiian black salt, but when you crush it, it turns pink.
And where can you get black salt?
The Asian stores carry it. That's the only places I've seen it. Well, that's the only place I've seen this one. I actually got this from Marshall's. So if you're lucky, you might find it at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, or a place like that. But usually you'll find it at the Asian store. I got that bottle for $5 from
Right.
Good Marshall's.
It's really good.
TJ Maxx, $5 TJ Maxx. a pound, and that's a pound, but a pound online, I've seen it for $15. So you want to check to see if you can get a good price on it. It lasts a very long time. I've had this bag for a few years now. So depending on how much you use, you really don't need to do that. It smells like eggs now. So for someone who is trying to get off of eating a lot of eggs, this is a great substitute dish for them to try. We'll start with brown. I'm going to add my corn. This is half cup of corn, yellow corn kernels, a half cup of black beans, and I have a can of tomatoes here. You can use 2 diced tomatoes if you can get some fresh tomatoes. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask and chime in.
Is it okay to switch to the Facebook screen because I'm not seeing any comments?
I will do it. Okay, so watch this bubble. Imagine the delicious flavors going on. And we're going to go on and get started with our pancakes while this continues to cook. Hi Zoe, hi Nancy. Thanks for chiming in, joining us live.
Thank you.
So this is just about done. I'm going to turn it down. Next, I'm just going to go in and add some parsley on top here. A little bit, let that. So on low medium right now. While that is cooking, we'll get started with our easy pancake dish. Also, if you like hot sauce, you can add this to your tofu or red pepper flakes. I'm going to go in and add a teaspoon of this to give it that nice spicy flavor. Yeah, okay, I'm getting applause, so that's a good thing. That's a little more than a teaspoon, about good. This is chili lime hot sauce. Get all the flavors mixed in here. And look at all these beautiful colors. We've got a red, white, green, yellow, and our black beans here, which gives like a brown, and it would be in the purple family. So let that keep going. And we're going to start our easy pancake dish. So for this super, super simple, I have 2 recipes on the website. One is a gluten-free pancake dish, and then this one is using all-purpose flours unbleached. I'm just going to put 1 cup in. 1 tablespoon of natural sugar. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. The baking powder is what's going to help it rise and be fluffy. 1/4 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. And I'm just going to mix these together a little bit. Before I do that, I have 1 cup of milk here. And this is almond milk, but you can use whatever plant-based milk you want to use. Soy milk's a good one to use for this recipe. And this is 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm going to put that in here and let that mix together. Give me 1 moment. And actually, can you do me a favor? Real quick while I get it. All right, so we're going to mix the flour, mix our dry stuff. If you want to be super, super easy and simple about it, you should mix this all in just 1 bowl. Measure all in 1 bowl. So I have to put my liquids separate. So just put it all in. And mix. The baking powder will make this foam up a little bit and kind of bubble. You can use a whisk for this as well.
Or a fork.
Or a fork. Keeping lumps in there is okay. It just gives us a little more air bubble pockets in the pancakes.
Okay.
Okay, go back. Thank you. So I'm going to do this, let the pan get a little hot. I have some vegetable oil in the bottom of this pan. And
Do you want me to move this over behind? Okay.
right. Actually, you know what? Turn that one down. So you can put anywhere from 1/4 to a half a cup of the batter into your pan. Just gonna do one pancake just as a demo for you all, and then I'll do a bunch of them. Have any questions?
Nope, not yet.
All right. So a lot of times, because I use baking powder, you want it to rest at least 2 minutes, and you'll see it kind of get fluffy. And then when you stir it again, it'll kind of fall. That's okay. That's completely okay and normal. You can actually see a lot of air pockets, so that's what makes it fluffy. For those who like fluffy pancakes, if you don't want it too fluffy, you can use less baking powder. If you like your pancakes really crispy, you want to have nice hot oil to start with, and then you can turn it down just a little bit so that the batter itself is cooked, so you don't have like crispy on the outside and wet on the inside. That's not good.
If you were to put chocolate chips in your pancake, would you put it in right in with the batter?
Both. Usually I will put the batter in the pan and then sprinkle it with chocolate chips and then flip it. But you can just put it in the batter too, mix it in, and then just pop it in. Especially if you have a non-stick pan or a pan that you put a lot of oil in. I usually cook in stainless steel, so I put oil in the bottom, and it usually doesn't stick. But if you do have sticking problems, put the batter first, then sprinkle the chocolate chips on, and then when you get ready to flip it, it'll be done. All right. So this is harding up. You can see starting to bubble. So that's what you want. Little bubbles going around, that you know it's pretty hot. And it's cooking. You want it golden brown, and then you'll see the edges get a little golden brown, and just flip it, and you're done. You can serve this with maple syrup, agave. You can use fruit. I like to take frozen strawberries and cook it in maple syrup, and then put that on top. So you can do something like that. If you don't have syrup, or just even pancake syrup, you can kind of make your own syrup with fruit and sugar and a little water. Put that on the stove, and then you have a fruit topping for your pancakes. You can add bananas to this as well. What I love about this recipe is that most people have flour, some type of milk, oil, and salt. And so even if you don't have baking powder, this recipe will still work. You can use apple cider vinegar as well. So I have recipes where I've used apple cider vinegar to make it even fluffier. I've used nutritional yeast, but this is like super, super basic, easy. You can get the kids to do type of pancake dish. So starting to get a little brown there. You can see this little speck here. It's like light golden brown.
I wonder how banana milk would do in this recipe.
I think it would do really well. Banana milk is also very easy to make. So I'll be doing some videos and recipes on making your own plant-based milk, and we'll be using seeds, nuts, and bananas as well. So this month and next month is anti-dairy month. So this is a good time to learn how to make your own ice cream, make your own milk, all those things. So I actually have a recipe for strawberry ice cream. That's on the website as well at holistic-wellnessandhealth.com. And you go to the blog section, and it's like the third recipe there. Also have other breakfast recipes on the site. But this little light golden. All right. So this is less than 20 minutes. And so this shows that super quick. If I wasn't talking and stopping between, I would be done pretty much, just making the pancakes. So it's really easy, especially this tofu scramble. Like I said, you can put it in a wrap. You can put it on English muffins. You can top it on your baked potato. There's so many different things you can do with this one recipe. And make it stretch. If you make too much, you can take this and put it in a container and put it in your freezer. So this is like a great meal prep recipe. So this is an easy one too, and you can get the kids to help you with this, or whoever's there to help you. If anyone's there, and if not, then you have plenty to eat for yourself. So there. So you can see this is like puffy. It's nice and fluffy. Can you see the texture?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just show you all the bottom. It's very light right now. I'm gonna let it cook a little longer. But that's pretty much it. You can tell that it's a nice fluffy pancake. There's a nice rising here.
You look at the side from the side, like if you lift it up a little bit. Yeah.
So that has a nice thickness to it. All right, so I'm gonna make a bunch more of these pancakes, and we're gonna eat. So thank you all so much for joining in. My name is Crystal Foreman. I'm your plant-based health and wellness educator and coach. Make sure you tune in every Monday live at 5. It's 5 p.m. Eastern time. And if you're watching the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay. If you have any questions, make sure you tag me or Holistic Wellness and Health. Make sure that I actually see it, and then I can answer your questions. If there are any other recipes that you're interested in seeing me veganize, please let me know, and I will try my best to get it out. Thank you so much, and you all have a beautiful day.